Bonjour. G'day. So this place is my first Minecraft world. Now I've completed 16 out of the 20 areas, so there's only 4 more left to go. And they're not even that big either. So I want to see if I can actually complete them all in this episode. Now I usually put all the clips in chronological order, but this episode I'm going to spice it up a bit and I'm going to play it how it's actually recorded. So buckle up and enjoy this crazy roller coaster of a ride. And we'll be starting this episode off with the fortified desert city. So I wanted to build like a really cool desert city that had like massive walls and a really cool city inside of it. However, this is as far as I got. Now I shouldn't diss my noob self, she didn't have any references and quite frankly, all these blocks were placed by hand. And this place is, quite large. Especially for her endurance levels. I mean, to be honest, even now I'd be like, oh, do I have to really place all these blocks by hand? So I commend my noob self for her effort. So apparently this place is called Desert Diamond, City of the Dogs. It appears to be some sort of hint to the name of Diamond Dog. However, I don't know if it's better to not have a name or to have this as a name. So let's now tour the city. We have a dog watching over here. The watchdog, who is not actually watching the desert. Inside we have some little fountains, some more wolves, a few gardens, and these awkward little houses. So I believe this is like a motel because this looks like a reception desk, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so you come up the stairs. There's a little area over here with paintings and flower pots. Then over here is an invisible bed. And then a wolf. Yeah, I don't know what this place is. I do actually like this little weird staircase. It's kind of dynamic. Might try and fit that into the new version. Then we have tiny houses with a single table and a wolf. Fantastic. All of them are similar and equally as bad. Then we have, I assume, like a town hall or something. An important building. That wolf was there. You are not the boss. More of the same over here. Well, this place sucks. So I actually want to make it like a really cool fortified desert city this time. Wait, what's actually in a city? After spending a significant amount of time stressing later, I actually picked up a pencil and started drawing. And it really didn't take me long to come up with a city design. I was freaking out for no reason. Anyway, so you have the city sort of in the shape of a cross with the main forum in the center. You have the town hall at the end, and with multiple other different buildings around it. You have the library, the museum, the hotel, other various places of work. And you also have a school. I don't really like school, but it makes sense. You have the police station, a jail, a gym, a hospital. Then the rest are just apartments. And the rich people's apartments right at the back. I kind of imagine it to be like the biggest city here. So even if I come back and build more things, this will still be like the main place. Alright, now let's build. You'd be surprised about how long marking something out actually takes. Time for the wall. Now time for the buildings. Okay, birchwood, oakwood, or sandstone. I'm kind of thinking the sandstone, it looks a bit better, even though it's the same colour as the wall. And sandstone it is. Alright, so I had quartz in the original, but it's just too bright. No! Yeah, I don't really like the stone brick, but there's really nothing better. Actually, it's not too bad if the building's installed. Let's start with the garden. A solid start. So I'll try and use a mix of different woods for details and see how it turns out. I'm not very confident with this build, but I'm strangely excited to get started. Now to start with the library. I had to do a bit of interior. I couldn't help it. Time to work on some apartments. A progress report. I'm going to try out a few little stalls and see how that goes. Solid progress. Yeah, other than birch, there really isn't any similar blocks to sandstone at this point. Installed the fountain. Installing the trees. Okay, so I like the balconies, but I do not like the birch. So I installed some little stalls, but they're too far apart and they're not giving that like cluttered forum vibe. So I might move them in a bit. I feel like the balconies need some like support. No. Maybe that looks like the right path. Actually, I like that. Installing details. Oh, I do not like trying to make things symmetrical, especially when things are not working out how you expected it. Installing some garden beds. So is it soul sand that stops the villagers from getting out? Nope. Alright, carpet and soul sand keeps villagers in place. Good to know. So I'm trying to make a prison, but yeah, I don't like the stone brick. So I ended up making that both the police station and prison. So then this would just be an extra apartment. Now the recording might seem like it's jumping all over the place, but that's actually how I'm building. Still feels a bit bland. Mid. Oh, it's a little secret table. I like that. Does that look like a banner? That might work. So I'm building a hospital, but I still gotta work out the sign. So this is like the nurse's little breakout area. Very important. Alright, I'm sick of building the inside. I'm doing the wall. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that one. No. Okay, that one's not too bad. You know, I might actually be onto something here. Like, it's nice, but are there too many arches? I shall now make a watchtower, because I can't figure out the walls. Yeah, that feels too high. No. Not working. Time to go work on the town hall. At least it's not going well. So I'm actually thinking of making this building quartz like in the original. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I changed it to quartz. Alright, I'm getting sick of this place. Moving on. So over here are the ruins. So I saw a video on Swing Bird's channel of how to actually make these interesting ruined houses. So essentially you would plant a tree, then pour lava over it, letting it burn away, and then pour water on it. So then you would get this sort of like organic shape of a house. And then you could add some mossy cobblestone for extra effect. Then I just filled the area. So other than a whole bunch of random wolves, a trail of very suspicious redstone. These houses have like absolutely nothing to them except a torch. But I suppose it makes sense if they're a ruin. Now I use a similar technique to recreate them in the new world. I just actually make them have a bit of order to them. And maybe actually a bit of interior and logic. Because this makes no sense. Actually, the funny thing about this area is, this was about the time I found out about the legend of Herobrine. Now, I know now that Herobrine's not real, but back then I did not. And see, I was very scared of dying in a video game. And to find out Herobrine could kill you even in creative mode was just like too much for my noob self to cope with. I'm pretty sure I logged off at times because I was just so scared. There is literally nothing here. And like honestly, it was playing on my mind that much. It's like one time I seriously swear I saw Herobrine. But I think it was actually just my horse's armor. I got over it eventually, don't worry. Well, let's build. It's a distraction! Yay! No work today. Oh. Ooh, another cave. Never mind. You know, let's check out this ravine. I was always too scared to explore these things, so let's do it. Oh, whoa. Whoa! That's really cool. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Cool. Not really. But hey, that's impressive. Like, this is rare. And even rarer to find a double chest. Ooh. No. So I shall start with the path. Nice. Cool. Whoops. I should be working, yet I found something interesting. It almost feels like a random chunk error split. Alright, no, I actually got to get back to work. Adding some stone brick. Okay, so I added some coal. I feel like that actually works. Strawberry installation service. I didn't place this block, and it wasn't an Enderman. It was Herobrine. Alright, now working on the Town Hall Justice Building Courthouse, because I am sick of the other place. Adding some details. Chairs. A light rug. Alright, so I'm still having a lot of mixed feelings about this gate, but I'll add the fences and see how it goes. Make it a bit more defined. Nice. Alright, I'm sick of the other place. Back to this. So Etho did a broken down wall in his series. I'm trying to rebuild that. And I'm distracted once again. It's like a underground water slide here. Cool. Alright, nope. Gotta work now. Street lights. An overgrown veggie patch, I suppose. And a dried up well. Now these walls are not working. Now it's because these support pillars are too far apart and it's a bit bland. So, let's change that. Yeah, not that one. Needs work. Nope. And no. Ah, that's not too bad. Okay, I don't like that. But the birch actually looks pretty good. Let's give this place a pool of water. And a few actually surviving tiles. Put a few fences around the pond. Lake. Whatever it is. Moving on. I'm liking that, but I'm also liking this. So add a few more and see how it looks. Yeah, I'll go with the other one. So I got the village ruins done. So there's a village built around a pond. Except, well, it's kind of destroyed now. Any wooden roofs have decayed away. And any carpet too. And honestly, most of the walls. And now it's just overgrown. But you still get a gist of what was here. You have the little blacksmith. And various other little buildings. With one that is very much destroyed. A backyard well. You have what's left of a veggie garden. I'm not entirely happy with this design for the streetlights, but I'll keep it for now. The rich person's house, with 2 stories. The mayor's house. A very much decaying church, filled with water. There's also this little cluster of houses, and whatever this was. Seriously, the trees really attacked this one. You also have a few remnants of a wall, but it's really not doing too good. I think this place is cute. So I'm gonna call it finished. Village ruins complete. So for stage 2, I'll probably add more buildings and maybe some statues and little things like that. So it actually feels like a village. Okay, let's fix up this village and make it presentable. Fix buildings, fix path. I said fix path. What in the atrocity happened here? Okay, is there actually a way to get into this house at all? No. Yeah, it's really not villager friendly at all. So I'm actually going to add a bit more path and make it connect up here. There's absolutely no lights in this village, is there? Well, I fixed that. Well, at least it looks presentable now. Mostly. I feel like it needs some more detail, but I feel like that's too much detail. I'm going to add something here. That's better. So over here I built this, which is based off of a logo I made in Photoshop, then built in Minecraft. However, it's kind of out of place. So I'm going to change that and make it a gate. A gate? Yes, a gate. A gate to the territories beyond, with the wolf logo on top. Not that there's actually much beyond it. Yeah, that's a good start. Progress report. Diorite would have probably been cool here, but it doesn't exist yet. Progress. Okay, those blue eyes do not work. Alright, that's better. Making the back. Alright, I'm sick of this. I want to do something else. So over here are the igloos. So this is before Minecraft had igloos, and I knew that the tundra needed igloos. So I took the initiative and I built some myself. However, they are very basic. Although this one does have a little fire in it, so that's kind of cool. And this one is obviously the most fancy one. Probably my home out of all of them. So she's called Blue Dog and she's got a pink collar. Cool. So in the new version I had some paths and just little extra things to make it more interesting than this. Igloo 1. Bonjour. Igloo 2. Igloo 3. Igloo 4. Igloo 5. Path. Fire pit. Nice. Ooh, a water pool. A big water pool. Alright, it's a weird little tunnel. Oh, okay. Welcome to the tiny town of igloos, where we have a lovely dwelling of 5 igloos next to a fire. Here we have the dwelling of the chief with a lovely fur skin rug on the floor. And we have the other little dwellings. Some more better than others. See, this one's even got a fire inside. Very nice. It's a quaint little place. You got a table and chairs, a path, a lot of random boxes, a pile of wood, and a very nice fire. So it actually looks quite cute, especially compared to how bland it was before. I think it's nice. Igloos complete. So for stage 2, I'll probably just add more igloos. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, it definitely looks better thinner than it does thicker. Yeah, I'll go with something like that. Alright, I'm going to see if I can give it a bit of a mouth. Some fangs, maybe? Yeah, I don't know about that one. You know, I was thinking that was too thick before, but I think I prefer it over that. I think this side. That's a bit too curvy. Yeah, okay, making it darker makes it worse. Oh, the eyebrows kind of look weird. Too busy. Maybe. I feel like this still needs something. I'm going to try adding a banner. Alright, that's the start of something. Or does it look better like this? Alright, so the banner is definitely an improvement. I just want to add a bit of something to the base. Whoops, forgot to add some mossy cobblestone to the wolf gate. Actually, should I use clay as well? I feel like there should be a bit more of a roof on the wall. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, it's a bit more plain, but I think it works. Luckily, there's a world edit. Cool. This still needs something. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Should I make it a light tower? Yeah, I should make it a light tower. No. Well, it's an interesting shape. It has potential. Cool. Adding some detail to the roofs. Nice. I think a radio tower might look cool. I suppose, but it really doesn't look very good. I'm sick of this place. Let's do something else. So BdoubleO built this really cool modern house on Mindcrack. And then I wanted to build my own version, except I didn't actually use a reference. And it shows. So we have what looks like some sort of weird art house. And it gets even weirder inside. Although I suppose these little garden beds are kind of cool. But despite having no idea what I was doing, I still did a little bit. So over here we have BdoubleO's chill out room with 100% less detail. And then over here we have the upstairs, which goes to literally just a rug with wolves. Fantastic. It sucks. I don't really know what I was going for, which is probably why it didn't go anywhere. So I actually want to finish it this time. But I actually make it look more like BdoubleO's house because that actually looked good. I think I'll build the house here so it's actually pressed up against the mountain. That might work a little bit better than over there. I think the snow spawned wrong. Ooh. It's a little like double ravine. And some very unfortunately spawned pigs. Ooh. Okay, so what is going on here? Okay, so there's this ravine, which goes into some very destroyed mine shaft. And then, is that another ravine? Like, okay. Wait. Which ravine is, oh no, this one must be a different ravine. And then is this a different ravine altogether? Oh, there's another one. Ooh. Very nice. And another one. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Oh, there's too much distractions here. Hey, that looks cool. Okay, so I actually did some work and marked out the house. So let's build. A progress report. So I'm trying out some home plants, but I don't like that. That's better. So I'm using ice because there's no stained glass in 1.6. Got a bit of a lounge room going there. Now, B-Dubs didn't have a bathroom in his house, but I'm going to put a bathroom in this house. And then she immediately goes to work on the kitchen. Alright, back to the bathroom. Alright, that's looking good. Whoops, forgot to put the snow in. Nice. This is a very random block of ice. Cool. Item frame? Oh, you can't put them there. Is that a solution? Now that's a solution. So I think I'll make this more of an in-home cinema rather than a chill room. So what's this cobblestone doing here? Ooh. I have a problem. And it's all dead ends. Alright, that's not a lot of space, but I'll make it work. So I gave the bedrooms an open design so it looks more modern. Alright, so I gotta put the glowstone down a bit deeper so it doesn't melt the ice. Again. It's a fancy type of 2-horse garage. Making the backyard. So what I'm making is like a very fancy modern hanging garden. So B-Dubs had this as an extra outdoor sitting area, but I'd rather have it as a room. Alright, that's not a lot of space. So B-Dubs actually had a basement which connected up to the chill room. I might try that. So I imagine it as an underground farm where you could grow crops without having to worry about them freezing. That makes sense. So B-Dubs had an extra path around the place. I might try that. It's just there's one issue. Very much an issue. This feels cramped. A progress report. Progress. So the redstone lights obviously look better than the glowstone. I just don't know if I'm entirely happy with them. Looking fancy. So I've made it a party room. It's going okay. Trying something a bit different with the window. No. Alright, I'm sick of this place. Moving on. So there was supposed to be another project in this world, but I didn't get very far with it, So I didn't include it in this save, and now I don't actually have an example of it. But essentially, it was a sculpture of a red dragon. The red dragon is an important figure in Diamond Dog lore. So I wanted to build one in this world. But I was too distracted talking to my friend, I didn't know what I was doing. So it never happened. So I actually want to have a go at it this time. Make it a large dragon with its wings outstretched. And the final trophy for this world. Alright, these trees gotta go. Oh, that's a cool tree. Very fancy. And she's back down a cave. Never mind, it's all dead ends. So I'll create the structure out of dirt and then carve it. Progress report. The wings are definitely looking cool. And now to paint. So the red dragon actually has eyes on the side of its head, but that's going to look weird at the front. I'm trying a compromise, but red wool in, building the spikes, creating the wings. Alright, that blends in a bit too much, but there's not really a good selection of blocks in this version of the game that actually suits the dragon's wings. So I'm going to try some blocks that don't match the red dragon's wings, but might look better than that. At least there's contrast. More close, but not very nice. It's a bit odd, but it kinda works. Okay, that was an accident, but it actually looks kinda good. Yeah, that kinda sucks. I might do that. I suppose it's a bit weird. But it's not terrible. Especially from this angle. Alright, eyes are hard, give me a break. Okay, from here it looks cool. Red dragon complete. This is the city Desert Diamond. Now this is the massive capital city of the area. The place that everybody wants to live. So, let's take a tour. So over here is the main forum, absolutely filled with many market stalls. You can buy almost anything here. From food, furniture, books, it's all here. Then behind it we have the main town hall, gorgeously built out of quartz. So if anyone's got a problem, you come take it up with the wolves in here. Now there are many other buildings behind these lovely markets. We have the library, the museum. No, I haven't done the interior. There's enough lag. The hotel, an office building, another office building, and another office building. Well, if you ever need a job, this is the place to get it. Then down the alleys, things get a bit more interesting. Over here we have the school, which is both a senior and junior school. Then we have the other apartments. Now it's quite squished and cramped, but they're a lot nicer than living out in the middle of the desert. Yeah, I would have liked to put some more detail, but unfortunately lag was getting to be a problem. Anyway, so here we have the hospital. Let's just pretend there's actually stuff built in here. We have another small apartment. We have the start of the rich people's apartments. Then in the other alley we have the gym, which actually says gym on it. So over here are the apartments with a little bit more detail, although you really can't see them down this alley. Anyway, then in the corner we have the prison and the police station. Very important for a city. We have another apartment. And it goes back out to the forum. So down here is the rich people's area. And then right at the back is essentially like the government's place of residence. It's even got gold blocks and end portals. That's how you know it's a rich person's area. I wanted to do some more detail, except things are getting laggy in this area. So yeah, that's not gonna happen, but I tried to make it look presentable. But I still think it turned out pretty good though. Looks like a capital city. And that's the main thing. Desert habitation project complete. So for stage 2, I want to add more monuments like this one. Like an Egyptian style build with a wolf twist. I also want to build pyramids all along the river, so it's like a special place of burial. And also build other little dwellings. I'll put one over here, maybe something over here, something here, maybe also something small close to the farm, although, yeah, I don't know about that one. And then a big path to connect them all. Wolf gate complete. I was actually supposed to be working, but I found a cave spider spawner. Like literally. Right down here. Cool. So I came back, finished it a whole bunch more. And honestly, it's quite different from BDub's design. I'm not super confident in modern houses, but you know, it's actually not too bad. Now for a tour. So over here is the 2-horse garage, very fancy. Inside we have the lovely in-home cinema for all your movie watching needs. And then over here we have a small shelf, the staircase, and the lounge room with a small display case. Then over here is the minimalist bathroom. Not because I wasn't bothered to decorate it or anything. Then over here we have the BdoubleO kitchen. It's quite similar to the original, but honestly BDub's design was really cool. But I added a dining table. So out here we have the outdoors. I'm not completely sold on the design, but I'm sick of working on it, it'll do. So we have the little pond and sitting area down here. Very nice. The table and chairs. The barbecue and grill area. Plants. And a spare pile of wood. Then upstairs, we have a small sitting area that looks out to the outdoors. Then we have the party room. We've got a pool table, couch, bar, and dance floor. So essentially the place you'd bring all the guests. Also nice little look down here. Then further up the stairs, we have another little sitting area and the open air bedrooms. An extra display cabinet. So we have the main bedroom and we have the bathroom and another bedroom. Nice. Minimalist design. Then we have a little outdoor area, few pot plants and a table and a lovely hanging garden. Mostly lovely. And if you're feeling dangerous, you can go over here and do some parkour. And get right up on top of the house. Perfect. Then downstairs, all the way downstairs, we have a crop farm. I felt that it made the most sense to have something underground in a cold environment. So yeah, I think it turned out nice. Modern house complete. So for stage 2, yeah, I really don't know what else to do for this for stage 2. Honestly, I think it's just like a complete build. Story time. So the capital city was eventually built in the desert as the main hub of all activity. The Red Dragon is the iconic trophy for this world. There used to be a bustling village here, except by the time the settlers came, it already decayed. So no one knows the village's true story. But it's a popular tourist attraction. The Wolf Gate, a portal to the lands beyond. This is the dangerous village where you do not want to live here because there is literally no protection against the night. The igloos are a small dwelling of people who decided to live beyond the gate. Some of the rich people got sick of the heat and monotone colours of the desert, so they moved to a tundra and built an epic colourful modern house. Story time over. And now time for comment of the episode. Keep up the good work by RDC 2021. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I like saying things in French. Things sound better in French. So the last 4 areas done. That means series 1 is complete. Oh, it's been an interesting journey. I definitely enjoyed the earlier builds more than the later ones, because the later ones were more complex and drove me insane. But I got through it. So as for stage 2, well, I'll deal with that later. But thank you all for watching. It's been a fun series. Well, that's the series. Bye bye. This video brought to you by these memes.